Let me discuss a tool that's quite useful in managing your calibration curve. So let's go to the application. And here I see I've got the drugs of abuse. And for methamphetamine, I've got a problem at several levels here that the outliers warn me the accuracy at several calibration levels is poor, along with the QC. Now, I look down at my calibration curve fit. The R-square value is decent. Let me zoom in to take a better look at that. Now, I've got a linear ignore with no weighting. And what I've got is problem at the lower level, fitting the curve to the points. I can see that better if I zoom in on those levels. You can see the line is here and the points from the calibration point as well as the QC, which is dead on with the, are not really falling on the line. So what I'll do next is use a tool called the Curve Fit Assistant. Now the Curve Fit Assistant is going to make calculations for every possible combination of curve fit, as well as statistically decide to disable 1, 2, and 3 points, and then sort those by R-squared. It also tells you standard error and maximum % residual. Now, based on my SOP, I'm going to decide only to look at the linear. So I restricted my curve fit to linear. And I've also decided that I don't really want to end up disabling any of the points, so I'm going to go for disable no points, filtering that out. So looking at my choices here, I've got linear ignore log, which I pointed out has a decent R-squared value. But I still don't fit the lower points because there's no weighting to that. So if I go down the list a little bit further, if I go to linear ignore and 1 over x, you'll see a blue line appears here, which is a much better fit. And let me try to force it with 1 over x. Now the line appears right on top of those points. That's a good fit. So here was my original curve, and here's my proposed curve. And what I'll do is I'll show you the confidence band across this, and you can see with that confidence band, those points are right within that line. So what I'm going to decide to do here is I will accept this proposed curve, and the calculations will now be done with the weighting, and I'll go back to batch at a glance, look at my accuracies, reanalyze, and you'll notice that the accuracies now are all falling into place very nicely. So that is an example of the curve fit and the curve fit assistant and its ability to help you manage your calibration, which is the centerpiece of quantitation. Thank you for your